You ready, bro?
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody listening. I just want to read from the Bible a story about Jesus. So one day, just like a day like today, Jesus saw a vast crowd of people gathering to hear him. So he went up on the slope of a hill and he sat down. While his followers and disciples spread over the hillside, Jesus began to teach them. He said, "What happiness comes to you when you feel your spiritual poverty. For yours is heaven's realm's kingdom." I messed that up, but that's okay.
That's okay.
For yours is the realm of heaven's kingdom. What delight comes to you when you wait upon the Lord? For you'll find what you long for. What blessing comes upon you when gentleness lives in you? For you will inherit the earth. How enriched are you when you crave righteousness? For you will be satisfied. How blessed are you when you demonstrate tender mercy? For tender mercy will be demonstrated to you. What bliss you experience when your heart is pure. For then your eyes will open to see more and more of God. How joyful are you when you make peace? For you'll be recognized as God's true children. How enriched are you when you're persecuted for doing what is right? For then you experience the realm of heaven's kingdom. How blessed are you when people insult and persecute you and speak all kinds of cruel lies about you for your love for me. So leap for joy, since your heavenly reward is great. For you're being rejected the same way the prophets were before you. Your lives are like salt among the people. But if you, like salt, become bland, how can your saltiness be restored? Flavorless salt is good for nothing and will be thrown out to be trampled by others. Your lights light up the world. Well, how can you hide a city that stands on a hilltop? And who will light a lamp and hide it in an obscure place? Instead, it is placed where everyone in the house can benefit from its light. So don't hide your light. Let it shine brightly before others, so that your commendable works will shine as light upon them. And then they will give their praise to your Father in heaven. If you think I've come to set aside the law of Moses or the writings of the prophets,
Rebuke that.
you're mistaken.
Spirit.
I've come to bring to perfection all that is being written.
Rebuke anything she says.
Indeed, I assure you, as long as heaven and earth endure, not even the smallest detail of the law will be done away with.
She seems like she's swearing a lot.
Until its purpose is complete. So whoever violates even the least important of the commandments and teaches others to do so will be called least in heaven's kingdom. But whoever obeys them and teaches them their truths to others, they will be called great in heaven's kingdom. For I tell you, unless your lives are more pure and full of integrity than the religious scholars and the Pharisees, you will never enter heaven's kingdom. You're familiar with the commandment taught by those of old. Do not murder, or you will be judged. But I'm telling you, if you hold anger in your heart toward a fellow believer, you are subject to judgment. And whosoever demands, and whosoever demeans and insults a fellow believer is answerable to the congregation. Whoever calls down curses upon a fellow believer is in danger of being sent to the fiery of hell. So then, if you're presenting a gift at the altar, and you suddenly remember a quarrel you have with a fellow believer, leave your gift there in front of the altar. Go at once and apologize to the one who is offended. And after you've reconciled, come to the altar and present your gift. It is always better to come to terms with the one who wants to sue you before you go to trial.